Hey guys, I think I'm live here. Oh my gosh, I couldn't get my members mode. It didn't look like it was turning on. That's why it's turned off and turned back on. Hey Sunnyside, love your thumbnail. I started off Google. I started off Google. I thought we would do a ghost story night. I would read y'all some ghost stories. I need to get my glasses though. Hold on a minute. I forgot them. We got Ladybug out here to protect us from the boogeyman. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Lisa. How's everybody doing? Hold on, I'm cleaning my glasses, y'all. I'm going to have to turn this light down. Hold on. That's not how you turn it down. Look, my hair is already getting frizzy. Let's see which one's better. That one. So, we're going to read some ghost stories. We're getting ready for Halloween, y'all. Figured I'd do a member stream. I hadn't done one in a while. I love ghost stories. Me too. Me too. I'm going to use my new phone to read from. I had to light this. Keep the bugs away. How have y'all been doing? Did y'all have a good day? Oh my gosh, I got a lot done. As soon as these glasses still dirty. As soon as I got off my live stream this morning, I bathed Skylar. And then I went and cleaned out Annabelle's shed. And then I got a bunch of other things done. So I had a busy day. I'm so ready for Halloween. Hey, Hibiscus. At my daughter's house helping her. Aw, what are you helping her do? I'm ready to decorate for Halloween, y'all. I done got me some pumpkin signs hanging up in the kitchen, but I'm ready to decorate like out here. And I saw this little cute do-it-yourself thing where you can buy those like cheap little black witches hats. You know what I'm talking about, for like $1. And put you some fishing line like down in the hat from the top of it. And you can hang those up. And you can put like the little LED lights in it and stuff. It's so cute. I would like to do that around my porch, hang up the witches' hats. Hopefully I can catch some of the live. May have to watch on replay. Hey, I'm going to read some real life ghost stories that people submitted in. Hopefully I've not read these before. Let me find them. I'm still trying to figure out how to use this daggone phone. Let's see. Which one I want to do first? I am so ready for Halloween and to get dressed up. I guess I'll just be a cat again. Lady. No. No barking. Let's see. What's she barking at? I got to peek down between the banisters. I can't see because there's lattice here. Hey, Southern Mom. It's good to see you, too. Let me see what she's barking at. Lady, what is it? Oh, it's a deer. Oh, dear, can you go on? We're trying to live stream here. Come on. The big old doe in the driveway. Come on, go on in. Go sit down. Excuse me, ma'am. We're trying to live stream here. It's a big old doe, y'all. It's probably got its baby with it somewhere. Yeah. Yeah, anytime she growls, I know there's something there. Even if I can't see it, there's something there. It's usually the daggone groundhog out there. And, I don't know why they bark at the groundhog. It doesn't run. It knows they're on the porch, and it just continues to eat. Oh, by the way, Annabelle got out of the fence today. I had to lure her back in. I just take off walking, and she follows me through the woods, and I lead her back in the main gate. I'm not drinking beer tonight, guys. I'm drinking coffee. She's your protector. Yeah, she don't like men around me. She's real protective, and she don't like new people. But when Sapphire came to visit me, she took up with Sapphire, like, automatically. And I was like, oh my God, you must really be a good person, because Ladybug don't like anybody, you know. Oh my gosh, guys, I look awful on camera. Let's see. The first thing we're going to read is The Unexpected Passenger, as told on Monsters Among Us. In the 1990s, Julie, a resident of Portland, Oregon, was driving out of the city to meet with friends when she found herself in traffic. The 18-year-old soon discovered that the cause of the slowdown was due to a dreadful car crash. And to her horror, as she passed the scene, she realized that someone had died. A moment later, there was a woman sitting in my passenger seat, Julie told Hayes on Monsters Among Us. Though she admits it sounds crazy, Julie said she could see a woman dressed in work clothes seated next to her. Though she was in complete shock, the woman in the passenger seat was even more freaked out. She looked like somebody who had just suddenly ended up in somebody else's car, Julie said. Panicked, the woman demanded to know how she got there and who Julie was. It was then that Julie noticed the woman had an unearthly quality about her and realized that whoever she had passed on the side of the road was somehow in the car with her. Ma'am, you need to calm down. My name is Julie and I'm here to help you, she told the stranger. Julie later went on to explain to the woman that she'd been in a car accident and somehow ended up in her passenger seat. The woman was stricken. At that exact moment, they passed a clearing in the trees. With some encouragement from Julie, the woman peacefully walked towards the sun, then disappeared. In completely disbelief, Julie pulled over and convinced herself she imagined the whole thing. Several days later, however, a story came on the news about a trucker injured in a car accident. Before they finished, they threw up a picture of the woman that was in my car and explained that she had passed away in the accident, Julie said on the podcast. It was unbelievable. It was too much. So this is a story a woman told on a podcast called Monsters Among Us. Hey, we're going to check that out. Isn't that freaky? Girls are so much fun and sassy. I know it. Southern Mom, what? I'm going to be a grandma at the end of October. Oh, congratulations. And it's going to be a girl. Oh my gosh, you can buy like the cutest things for little girls. I've heard so many stories like that. So creepy. Well, my dad's dad, my papa, Donnie, he was a drinker. And one night he was on his way home. And he picked up this woman on the side of the road and was going to give her a ride. She got in and stuff. And he, was driving and she never did say nothing. He finally looked over and asked her where she was getting out at. And he realized she was white as a ghost. It was a ghost. And he was drunk as hell. And he said he immediately pulled over the truck, jumped out, run all the way home. And he said he was immediately sobered up. I've told this story before on here. I swear. He used to swear it was the truth, and I believed him. I totally believed him. That's funny. My baby girl is nicknamed Sassy. You can call the baby Sassy Pants. I got the chills. Yeah, my papa Donnie, he told me this story himself many times. And he always said that he immediately sobered up. Like he left his vehicle there. It was up in his holler, He was going home. She was walking up in the holler. Crazy. I don't know what, I might have had a heart attack or something. I don't know. I might have killed over right then and there from fear. I believe people can die from fear. If you get so scared. One time, when I was like probably about 13 or 14. My brother, one night I was walking home from my uncle's, and I had to walk up through the garden and past this old barn to get home, and he jumped out behind me, and he had a Jason mask on, and he chased me all the way home, and it scared me to death. I was screaming. Mean brothers, y'all. I believe in spirit. Yes. You can have a heart attack. I mean, you can literally be scared to death. They used to prank my granny all the time. Like my third cousin. And I used to tell them, one of these days, y'all's going to give her a heart attack. Like they put a frog in her mailbox one time and all kinds of stuff. Just aggravating her. Let's see. Let me get back to my ghost stories. Let's see the next one. Continue reading. Okay. Hold on. I read that one. The Ghost of the Stanley Hotel. Opened in 1909, the Stanley Hotel in, how do you say this, Estes Park, Colorado? I probably didn't say that right. Was originally a posh getaway for guests seeking solitude in the mountains. Hey, that's nice. As the years passed, however, occupancy declined, and by the 1970s, the Grand Hotel had fallen into despair. It was around that time that the famed author Stephen King spent the night there in the now famous room 217 and was inspired to write The Shining, one of his most well-known novels. The book and subsequent blockbuster film helped return the Stanley to its former glory, and now guests come in droves to see the hotel that inspired one of the scariest horror movies of all time. Given its spooky history, it should come as no surprise that many visitors report strange happenings. Aware of the ghostly rumors, Texas resident Henry, we're just going to say Henry, booked a last-minute getaway in April of 2016 to check it out. After arriving, Henry had dinner, then wandered around the Stanley to take photos. Stopping at the staircase, he waited for people to clear the area, then took a picture, thinking nothing of it. Later that night, however, Henry fell seriously ill. I felt really sick. I had the shivers. I was like, something's really wrong, he told Today. His companion suggested he go to the emergency room, but Henry refused. On the trip home, Henry began swiping through the photos that he had taken when he discovered what he says was a really, really strange image of someone standing on the stairs, except no one had been there. The next day, he posted the photo on Instagram, half joking that he had captured a ghost, and the world took notice. Almost overnight, Henry found himself in the limelight with his ghost picture warranting attention from global media outlets and paranormal experts who wanted to examine the photo. Some experts say that there's two ghosts, and other people said that the reason I got sick is because the ghost was trying to materialize, taking energy out of me, he said. There's so many theories about this. And what does Henry think? I have no idea, he said with a laugh. Oh my gosh. Now we're going to read about the hauntings at the Lizzie Borden house. Now that is where I want to go stay. I want to go stay in the Lizzie Borden house. Hey, some of us should meet up there, and we'll all go stay in the Lizzie Borden house. And somebody's welcome to sleep in my room with me if you want to, because I'll be scared to death, but love every minute of it. We can share a room if you want to. I want to go, and I want to get a t-shirt that says, I survived a night at Lizzie Borden's house. Let's go, Sunnyside. We'll share a room. We'll share a room if you want. Because I'll be scared to death. Well, I'd say, you got a room with double beds so we don't have to sleep in a room by ourselves? Yes, that would be so much fun. I want to go to Salem. during Halloween. Do you know how much fun that would be? Have my picture made beside of Elizabeth Montgomery's statue. You know, they got Elizabeth Montgomery's statue in Salem. She's like sitting on a moon, I think. Check out the Myrtles Plantation, too. It's really cool. Oh, really? I would love to go stay at the boarding house. It's just let's see. It's just like a normal looking house. Okay. Although it looks charming from the outside, this Falls River, Massachusetts home is the location of an unsolved double murder, the Bordens. Have you guys ever seen the Lizzie Borden movie that's Elizabeth Montgomery plays Lizzie? That's a good one. You toured the Biltmore? Don't know if it's haunted. We went back when I was in school to the Biltmore. I think it is haunted. I hear the cats running through the house. Yeah. Yeah. What is it? You can if you want. Hold on. Okay. August 4th, 1892. Wonder what time the dollar store closes. I'll be done in a minute. August 4th, 1892. Andrew and wife Abby Borden were found murdered in their Fall River, Massachusetts home. Though murder wasn't uncommon in the 1800s, the fact that they were bludgeoned to death with an axe, and the main suspect was their 32-year-old daughter, Lizzie Borden, certainly was. The crime and trial that followed made headlines around the world. Lizzie was ultimately acquitted of the murder, but she remains forever linked to the heinous killings, as does the home where they were committed. You know, she went on to run an animal rescue or something. Truth, she was probably an animal hoarder. Now a bed and breakfast, the Borden home attracts history buffs, thrill seekers drawn to the scene of the crime out of morbid curiosity, and to see for themselves if the house lives up to its reputation of being haunted. When I started working here, it was more of the history. I really didn't care about the paranormal. Susan St. John, Century 21 realtor and tour guide at the historic Lizzie Borden house, told Today. That changed after St. John experienced a few unusual happenings of her own. Guests tell us they hear laughing and playing in the middle of the night. Things get moved around, she said, explaining that she once found toys scattered around a room that no one had been in. There was also a pitcher that fell over and slid 2 feet across the floor without any plausible explanation. Plus a closet door that opened on its own volition. St. John said that on the eve of the anniversary of Andrew and Abby's murders, she and 2 other tour guides felt sudden, sharp, piercing pains in their left eye. The same exact location of Andrew Borden's fatal injuries. Ooh. Perhaps the most unnerving, however, is a story St. John tells of her tour guide at the Lizzie Borden house, who asked her group to silence their cell phones before starting the tour. Moments later, a guest's cell phone rang. She looked up and said, "It's my mom." The tour guide asked if she wanted to leave and take the call, to which the woman replied, "She died 2 years ago." Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So there is a woman on tour in the Borden house. The tour guide's like, everybody silence their phone. And then this woman's phone rings. And it's her mom calling, but her mom's been dead 2 years. That is crazy. Okay. The Grandmas in the Cemetery, as told on Monsters Among Us. Ladybug. Hold on, guys. Ladybug. I mean, she will not stop scratching on the door until I let her out. It is so annoying. Oh my gosh. Get a grip. She's got to know what I'm doing at all times. Let me tell y'all. Today, my mom stopped by. And Ladybug always looks out the window when I'm outside and stares out the window like she's one of, what is that, Flowers in the Attics, what she reminds me of. Well, today there's Lady staring out the window, and Cleo has started doing it too, being nosy, staring out the window. They can't stand it if I'm out of their sight. Okay. Jeff, a resident of Dayton, Ohio, was driving with his 3-year-old son, Miles, in the back seat when they passed by a cemetery. It was a modest cemetery with only flowers and small plaques. It basically looked like a giant garden, he told Hayes on Monsters Among Us. As they passed by, Miles, who had been happily singing, abruptly stopped, pointed to the cemetery, and exclaimed, "Look at all those people." Jeff turned to look but didn't see a single person there. Confused, he asked Miles what he was talking about. "All those people over there," his son said. "There sure are a lot of grandmas." Oh my God. According to Jeff, chills ran down his spine, and he asked his son, what were the people doing? "They're all standing there looking down at the grass," his son said. Completely unsettled by the conversation, he sped up and drove home. Later that same day, Miles was watching his favorite cartoon on TV when he looked at Jeff and said, "You know, they weren't alive." Thinking Miles meant the cartoon, Jeff asked what Miles meant. "Those people we saw, they were all paused. I don't know if my kid has a sixth sense or if he just has a wild imagination," Jeff said on the podcast. Well, I don't think a kid is just like out of the blue, unless they're, kids can have schizophrenia and stuff. But a normal kid that, what I mean, that don't have any like mental health problems and stuff, if they say that they're seeing people that's not alive, I believe they are. Creepy paused. He said they were looking down at the grass. That reminded me of like friggin' Night of the Living Dead, the zombies. So there's this little boy on TikTok, and his mom has been posting videos. Like he was in the bathroom one time. He's probably like 3 or 4 years old. In the bathroom one time, talking up at the ceiling. His mom asked him what he's doing, and he was talking to the person up in the ceiling. He was talking to his spirit. And he does it all the time in his bedroom and stuff. She'll hear him talking, going there in his bedroom's talking. There's nobody there. He's got a sixth sense. It's crazy. Let's see. The ghost of... Crap, my phone went dark. The ghost of Stone's Public House. Oh my God, he looks mean as hell. It's showing a picture of this guy. Okay. John Stone built Stone's Public House in 1832. Named one of the most haunted restaurants in the U.S. Stone's Public House is in Ashland, Massachusetts. Doesn't have a ghost problem. It has a ghost problem, plural. Janet Morazzini has been a resident of Ashland most of her life, now works as a bartender and manager at the inn, which was built by John Stone in 1832. Even before she started working at Stone's Public House, she'd heard stories about a little boy that had died of influenza who now roamed the halls. It makes sense, she told Today, since it had been used to house the sick during the Spanish flu pandemic of 1918. That's where they would quarantine all the sick people, she said. Apparently, quite a few souls have passed just due to that. Unfortunately, the inn is also the site for other untimely deaths, including that of Mary, a young girl whose mother worked at Stone's. Legend has it that she was tragically struck by a train and killed while playing near the railroad tracks that border the property. A father and young son, what was her name? Morazzini. According to Morazzini, a father and young son went outside to watch the trains go by while attending a private event at the restaurant. When they came back inside, she overheard the father reassuring his son that there wasn't anyone else outside. Despite that fact, that the son claims he had seen a little girl sitting beside him. He's like, she was sitting right next to me. She was crying. You didn't see that little girl? And the dad said, there was nobody there. It was just me and you, buddy, Morosini recalls. Other ghosts are said to haunt the old inn, including that of John Stone himself. He didn't die there, but is believed to be watching over the place. One night, when Morosini was closing the inn by herself, she heard footsteps walking directly above her on the second floor. I was just like, there is no explanation for that whatsoever. I'm leaving, she told Today. That's not all. According to Morosini, lights turn on and off by themselves, doors open and close, and handprints appear mysteriously on the windows. Still, she doesn't believe that the spirits have bad intentions. I've never had that scary hair on the back of your neck, gotta get out of the building feeling there, she said. Oh my gosh. Lady, come on now. She sees something else. Probably a raccoon. Let me look at the shop. Come on, you're gonna go in. Come on. I mean it. Come on. Let's go. You get on my nerves. Come on. Lady, excuse me, ma'am. Come on. Oh my God. Come on. Leave the raccoon alone. Come on. Come on. Lady, come on. Now the other dog ran out. Oh my gosh, guys. Well, guys, that's enough ghost stories. I'm going to have to get off here and get these dogs settled down because there's raccoons out here. Gosh, I shouldn't feed the raccoons because this is what happens. But anyways, we'll do another, excuse me, hush. We will do another member stream this week sometime, and we will finish with our ghost stories. I know I wasn't on very long, and I apologize for that, but it's been a long day, and Duma Flotchy went to the dollar store, and he'll be rolling back in, and they'll be barking over that, so hey, Pickle. Sorry you're coming in when I'm signing off. But anyways, our next stream, we'll have a longer stream. It's okay. Have a fun weekend. Yeah, I may see y'all in the morning or something. I may do a little chit-chat on the porch if I can. If I got a free moment. So, if not, I'll see y'all Monday morning. Anyways, love y'all. Be safe. Be kind. Peace. Watch out for the boogeyman tonight. I'll be scared to death tonight. Y'all thinking about these stories?